Um, Fellow Nigerians, it's important for us to address a crucial issue that was raised by President Tinubu during his recent media chat. According to the president, he would rather increase supply rather than control price. But the question is, how do you increase supply when we lack in every aspect of productive capability? We lack every sense of innovation in terms of doing business. We lack in critical funding. We lack in equipment. And maybe we lack in human resources because most often we have foreigners, expatriates in quotes, that we employ to man critical areas of the economy, especially road construction. We still have a lot of foreigners who oversee road construction in Nigeria, you know. And yet, the president speaks of increasing supply when we lack in every sense of a productive economy. As a matter of fact, we run a monopolistic economy, an economy that does not encourage competition in the first instance. So how exactly do we beat down the prices of goods and services? How exactly can we even increase supply of essential goods and services? You know, I feel so pained because Mr. President is yet to realize that the singular act of floating the Naira has caused so much pain and havoc to Nigerians. The prices of goods and services are on the sky high. Nigerians can't even afford basic meals. And yet you are bent on, floating the Naira. As a matter of fact, the best strategy to improve production is even by implementing the price control mechanism. I'll give you an instance. If I were to run a bakery business and I needed an oven to, get my bakery business running, and the Naira is exchanging at 1,000 Naira to $1, and the oven is about, let's say, $5,000. It means I need 5 million Naira to actually get that oven and get my bakery running. But imagine when the Naira is exchanging at, say, 500 Naira. It means that I need about 2.5 million Naira to get my oven and get get my bakery running. You will agree with me that there are much more Nigerians, who have 2.5 million Naira than those who have 5 million Naira. So by implication, it means that if we are able to control the exchange rate between the Naira and the dollar, we are even able to inspire more entrepreneurs to invest, especially private investors, to invest in the economy. It is until we have been able to create these opportunities for Nigerians and we've been able to inspire some kind of competition in the Nigerian economy, that is when we can even begin to think of floating the Naira, or not even controlling the prices of essential goods and services. Today Nigerians buy PMS at over 1,000 Naira. As a matter of fact, the recent reduction in the price of PMS, contradicts the president's view of not controlling, the prices of goods and services. That is to say, to leave room for, market forces to determine the prices of goods and services. Because what we have recently was purely price control at play. and it was never any goodwill to Nigerians at the fact that during the festive period, the price of PMS was reduced. The challenge we have actually had recently, or we've always had, is that as a nation, we don't look at where we are and how best to make the next move forward. We are bent on copying the advanced nations, those who propose that you control prices, rather you float prices, you allow free entry and exit, Whereas we are not at the same development stage with these nations. Speak of the US, they have very largely robust competitive economy. They can even allow for, to float prices of essential goods and services because, competition definitely would beat down the prices of these services. But we lack that in a country where we have the refinery the only functional refinery run by a single individual who determines the prices of most of these petroleum products. So how can we truly engineer competition in such an economy? How can we even truly increase supply? So I urge Mr. President to revisit his policy on floating the Naira. It has caused so much pains to Nigerians, and I believe it would be of his interest, primary interest, to alleviate these pains.